Hey loves, welcome back. Today we're gonna get ready together and do this early fall makeup look. The products in today's video are too good. Of course, we're using favorites, and this lip combo is my new favorite. And you guys know I love my nude lips, so this is a big deal. And a huge thank you to Anissa Beauty for sponsoring today's video. If you've been wanting to add some Anissa Beauty brushes to your collection, now is the time. And you can use code JuicyJas25 for 25% off, and that does include my JuicyJas Essentials brush set, which includes my 3 most used brushes from Anissa Beauty. I think these are very versatile, multi-use. You can use them with all your favorite high-end or drugstore products. They are aesthetically pleasing, great quality. The code also does include skincare brushes, which if you have not tried and you want to elevate your skincare routine, the Pinnacle Skin is by far my favorite and most used, especially for skin prep. So you guys are going to see the brushes in action throughout the video, so you already know. Grab a snack, get cozy, or grab all of your products, and let's do some makeup together. So skin prep is first. That way everything has time to absorb while we do the eye makeup. I'm going to start off with my favorite glowy hydrating spray, the Dalba First Spray Serum. I use this every morning and night, but I also love it before makeup because it's so pretty on the skin. If there's one thing I recommend that you do when it comes to your skin prep, even if it's the only thing that you do, moisturize. And one of my favorites is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Cream. I love this under makeup because it is so lightweight since it is a gel. And I'm going to apply this with my Pinnacle Skin brush. It has that same great shape as the original Pinnacle foundation brush. This is pretty much like the sister to that brush. But this brush is amazing for moisturizers, and these bristles are super soft, so it feels really gentle and soothing on the skin when you're applying your products. I could seriously apply my products all day. The bristles feel so good on the skin. And last but not least, I'm going to use the Hydrating Under Eye Patches from Rare Beauty. This is actually the last thing, a good hydrating lip product. I'm just going to use the e.l.f. lip oil. Now we can do the eyes. Of course, Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow palette of the day is going to be the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. It's been almost a year since I purchased this, and I still think it is worth the splurge. The colors, the formula, it really just is still my go-to palette. So I'm going to start off with that matte cream color, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid with that same brush that I used to prime my lids, just to set everything down. Then I'm going to take that warm tone soft brown, and I'm going to diffuse that color into my crease. I'm going to mix a little bit of the color next to it, just for a little bit more warmth and depth in the crease. You could also use a bronzer, just something really warm. These eyeshadows just have such a beautiful blend to them. And if you love neutrals, this is really the only palette that you'll need because you have pretty much everything, and there's 2 creams in here as well. I'm also just going to put those colors on the lid too, pretty much everywhere. Then with that cream shade, again, I'm going to just take that on a different brush, and I'm just going to pack that on the inner part of the lid to brighten it up a little bit more. I also really like mixing the cream shade with the soft brown. It kind of just creates a really pretty light muted neutral cream, so it's not too light, but it's still, you can see how much different this lid looks versus the other one. It just brightens everything up really nicely. And I'm about to really elevate this in just a minute. I'm going to show you guys this new product that is a dream. You'll see. I was going to use my e.l.f. eye tapes, but I think I'm just going to freehand it today. We're going to do a wing, and I'm going to use the cream color, the brown one, in the palette. I'm just cleaning up right underneath with a makeup wipe. This liner is so good, and then you can just set it with the powder so it does not budge all day. And you can totally skip on the wing. You can just do like a little line up top, but I just really like winged liner with my eye shape, but total personal preference. But even just smudging a little bit of that cream shadow gives you like that kind of smudged out smoky look. I kind of messed up a little bit on this eye, so this is my excuse to make this a little smoky. So I'm going to take that medium tone brown, and we're going to smudge this out just a little bit. I'm going to just take that color right on the edges of that cream eyeshadow and just pretty much drag the brush back and forth really lightly to create that smudged out look. Now we're gonna add a little pop of glitter, which is of course totally optional, but I have this new product for you guys that you might have seen on TikTok. It is incredible. It's from Dose of Colors. It's literally magic, multi-use shimmer stick. So it just looks like this. I have the little cover on it. I used this once and I was like, okay, I need to talk about this because you guys know I'm obsessed with the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb and How Many Carats. So this one is in Stardust. It's the one that's like multicolored glitter, and then the one in Icy is in icy, like really silvery glitter, but I'm going to use the multicolored one today. It is absolute perfection. It just gives your eyes that beautiful sparkle. I cannot get enough of this. And I know glitter is typically associated with the holidays, but no. This right here is going to be the product that you use for your fall looks as well. If you love glitter like me, you're gonna love these little shimmer sticks, and I really love the packaging. Curling my lashes now, and I just heated this up with my blow dryer, and it really helps to give you a better curl. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Cleantopia Waterproof from CoverGirl. I love this, and with waterproof mascaras, this is also gonna help with the hold on your lashes, especially if you have straight lashes like I do. If you get any mascara on your lids, just wait for it to dry a little bit and take a Q-tip and it'll flake right off. I'm going to tightline my upper lash line with the Makeup by Mario Perfect Brown Pencil. I always hold my breath when I do this, but it really makes a difference. Then I'm going to use the CoverGirl Velvet Blur Primer. This is so smoothing. It fills in your pores like a high-end primer. For foundation, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Face Bond. I'm going to mix 12 light neutral and 18 medium neutral. And to buff everything in, I'm going to use my Pinnacle foundation brush from Anissa Beauty. The shape of this brush is my favorite. It fits so effortlessly into every part of your face, so you can blend out all of your products really quickly in one shot. P.S. This foundation is self-setting, so it does set really quick, so I'm working in sections. And this brush has the perfect amount of density. It really just gives you an airbrushed, streak-free finish. If you were ever traveling and you wanted to keep your brushes very minimal, you could use this brush for other cream products as well. It is very versatile because of the shape. And this foundation is gorgeous. It's waterproof, self-setting. You don't even need to use a powder, which is crazy because I swear by powder, but with this you really don't need to. I'm going to today, but if you have more dry skin or you just want a quick and easy foundation, this one is it. It lasts so well and it has also beautiful coverage. I'm going to add a little bit of this liquid contour from Milani in shade 03 Toffee. Sometimes if it ever looks a little bit too much, and if the forehead ever looks a little bit too unblended, I'll just go back in with my foundation brush to buff out any harsh lines. So with whatever product is left over, use it to blend out your complexion as you go. For blush, I cannot get enough of this color from Rhode. It is in the shade Freckle. It is just the most natural, creamy shade. It gives a really nice wash of color. And I'm just going to put this right on my cheeks. And I'm just going to buff that in with a fluffy brush. You could use even your finger. That's how creamy and blendable these are. It just gives such a nice flush to the cheeks. Makes your skin look very healthy. It just takes little to no effort to blend. And I have a powder blush that looks perfect with this cream blush underneath. And I also love this color Toasted Teddy. Let's actually add a little bit of that right here. I feel like it's also a really good fall shade. And like I said, this formula just melds into the skin so beautifully. For concealer, still one of my favorites. I cannot get enough of the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech. This looks so good throughout the day. It has a really creamy whipped consistency. I just love it because it doesn't make my under eyes look super crepey and dry throughout the day. And to blend that in, I'm going to use the Anissa Beauty Angled Concealer Brush, which is my favorite. This mimics the shape of your finger, so you can really get in there and blend out your products so precisely. So I am going to use powder, but like I said, with the foundation, you really don't have to. But for the under eyes, the concealer is not self-setting. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in Cherry Blossom. I've tried a few different colors of this powder, and the Cherry Blossom is by far my favorite. I love it because it's not too pink, but it definitely adds a little bit of brightness and just makes your under eyes look blurred. I cannot get over this powder. I also, even though the scent is strong, I do like it. I need to get the fragrance because I think it smells really good. It's like this warm, creamy, cozy cherry scent. It can be a little overwhelming, but if you don't use too much powder, I feel like you get a little whiff of it and it's not too bad, but I love it. I'm gonna set my forehead and pretty much just dust a little bit of this on the rest of my face with the Pretty Smart powder. This one is the Photo Blur Perfect Finish in light medium neutral. I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer down the sides of my nose. So I'm going to use the Resculpt Smoothing Contour Powder from Hailey's Beauty. I love this one because it is a cool tone shade, but it doesn't pull too gray on my skin. I do not like gray contours. I know typically they're supposed to be more cool tone, but gray just doesn't work for everybody's skin tone. But anyways, this one is perfect, and I'm just going to actually use my angled concealer brush. Just on the sides of it, I applied the powder. I'm going to really lightly just run that down the sides of my nose. Now we're gonna add some blush. This is the Fenty Suede Powder Blush in Bacon Cakes. This goes beautifully with the cream blush combo that we did. And I'm gonna blend that in with my tapered highlighter brush. I really love this brush for blushes and highlighters, or just glowy cheek products in general. I love the shape. It's super fluffy, and since it tapers at the end, it just fits really nicely onto the apples of your cheeks. I love this blush. This is like my new favorite, and I really like it with the cream blushes. I think the tone is pretty much almost identical, so it just complements them really nicely. This really just gives that natural blush look. Still debating if I want to keep my eyes like this or if I want to add anything to my lower lash line. I'm just doing a little bit of the white shade just to brighten. This is my favorite thing ever, and the white in this palette is divine. I think I'm just going to add a little bit of lower lash mascara, and then I'll decide on eyeliner or not. Maybe I'll just leave the waterline blank because I like to do that as well. I'm just going to do a little coat of this mascara, not too much, but this gives really good length and separation. Now let's do the lip combo, which is the star of the show. I'm going to go in with the Kind Words lip liners from Rare Beauty. These are the two must-have shades that I think are essential for the fall season. We have Strong and Gifted. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of Gifted first. I'm going to really lightly go over top of that with the shade Strong just to deepen it up. You could use this color first, but it is really intense because it's a darker brown, so I didn't want it to be too dark. Then for the center of the lips, I'm going to do the Huda Beauty Blush Filter in Black Cherry. And these have a really pretty finish, so it gives the lips a little sheen as well. And the e.l.f. lip oil in Red Delicious looks beautiful topped over this lip combo. So it really is the perfect fall lip that I think is not too bold, but it's a little bit of a step up from the traditional nude neutral lip that I always do. And I wasn't going to add any eyeliner to the waterline, but I'm like, you know what? With the lips, I think a good chocolate brown waterline will just really tie it together, so let's do it. So I'm going to go in with Makeup by Mario Perfect Brown on my waterline. It really changes the look and makes it more sultry. I love it like this too. I think like this is just really fresh, really pretty. It makes your eyes look more open. And then with the liner, it does close the eyes in a little bit more, but it just makes it more sultry. And brown is nice because it's dark, but it doesn't look too intense. It's pretty. And I'm going to set everything down with the LYS Natural Finish Setting Spray, and that officially completes this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready together. I will have everything that I used and mentioned linked for you guys in the description box below. Don't forget to check out Anissa Beauty brushes and use code JuicyJas25 for 25% off. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. Make sure you subscribe for new videos every week, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye!